Pop quiz, hotshot. Let's say that you find yourself at a gaming convention, and before you sits two booths. Both booths have exactly the same technology or game that you want to play and learn more about. The only difference between the two booths are the people who represent them out front. In one booth, you have highly attractive models who are wearing next to nothing and leave little to the imagination. They are definitely eye candy. We'll call these people booth babes. The other booth is full of people who are average, or maybe even sub-average. Which booth would you go to? Now, the subject on booth babes has been controversial for a very long time. As far as my own personal opinions, I've got no problem with it. If people want to be paid to stand there and look good, I'm all for it. You know, if somebody wants to hire them to stand there and look good, I'm all for it. If you don't want to shop there because they're doing that, I'm all for it. You know, so the people just have to figure out what works best for them and their situation. I personally have no issue with it. But the question that marketers want to know is, does it work? Does having highly attractive people out in front of your booth hurt or actually help your product? And so one marketing director wanted to know. He does a lot of different events for many different companies, and he said over the last year or so he's been doing many different tests, kind of like an A/B sort of test, where he'll have the same technology or whatever it is at the booths, but on one booth he'll have booth babes, and on the other booth he brought in, and he said he's even brought in, grandmothers to help out with some of these events. And what he found out was that the booth that had the booth babes brought in only 1/3 of the traffic that the other booth brought in. And that he found that time and time again, booth babes actually hurt the overall traffic and overall turnover rate of potential customers to the business that he was trying to support. Now, the reasons why he listed out why he thought that maybe the booth babes actually hurt the businesses were the following. One, he says they're just intimidating. Going up to somebody who's very attractive a lot of times is intimidating, especially when they're probably not wearing many clothes. And so a lot of guys are actually a little nervous and turned off by this. The other thing he says is that booth babes are just lazy and usually don't really care to know about the products that they are supporting and aren't very good at talking to people in order to get them to go further with the talks, to go talk to some representative that actually maybe can try to bring in a sale. He said usually the people who do go for the booth babes, who are, don't have any problems talking to them or interacting with them, are very usually overconfident and a lot of times just flat out weird, which when I was at E3 a couple of years ago, I saw plenty of this, so I know exactly what he's talking about. So anyway, he found that in his marketing research that booth babes actually hurt his businesses, what he's doing with the tech field. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and the story is one of the most clicked on links on VGN over the last couple of days. So links down below if you want to read more about it. Post below, let me know, would you be intimidated to walk up to a booth that had a booth babe? Do you think they hurt or help overall? That does it for me, The Red Dragon. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.